So Trump bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day, and there's a ludicrous amount of partisan oversimplification and intellectual dishonesty going on. Now, I'm going to give you guys my centrist analysis from my research because as Christians, we need to understand the full picture of what's happening there before judging this action as righteous or even malicious. First, you may hear some left-leaning voices claim that there is no Christian persecution. Well, are Christians being caught up in violence by ISIS-linked militants and other jihadist groups in Nigeria, including Boko Haram and other regions? Absolutely. Christians have every right to be furious that mass amounts of our brothers and sisters are being slaughtered by jihadist violence, and we must pray for their deliverance. On the other hand, voices on the right claim that there's a Christian genocide going on. This is intellectually dishonest and leaves one gigantic hole. Muslims are being caught up in this violence too. IS and Boko Haram's mission does not exclusively single out Christians, and this is a jihadist campaign that also harms as many, if not more, Muslims. Nigerian Foreign Minister Yusuf Maitama Tugar told BBC that the strike was a joint operation with the US targeting terrorists, and it has nothing to do with a particular religion. Therefore, I will also be praying for the deliverance of our Muslim neighbors from this violence. Now, do know that Nigeria runs on a secular state composed of 56% Muslims and 43% Christians. President Bola Tinubu called for peace in this country, especially between individuals of differing religious beliefs. So yeah, the situation is not as simple as no Christians are being persecuted or Christians are facing genocide. Now, one must also weigh in that Trump and Hegseth have also bombed Iran, Syria, Venezuela, and more this year, with Venezuela having weak reasoning for attacking. The same guy who promised to be the most peacetime president. This isn't just a Trump problem. The US has a track record of destabilizing countries for economic gain, most notably Bush and the Iraq War. But the region that was struck, Sokoto, is an overwhelmingly Muslim majority region, which complicates the Christian genocide framing. So for Nigeria specifically, there is a strong reason to believe that the administration has an ulterior motive towards these airstrikes. I myself am pretty skeptic on this one. But no matter, we should always stand against violence of radical Islamists. But we should also understand that both Christians and Muslims are being slaughtered in this chaos, and we should pray for all of these lives. In the meantime, don't let any propaganda deceive you as this story keeps evolving. Supposing the foreign intervention trend continues, I'm not going to stand idly by while our nation continues to act violently in the name of greed. So yeah, stay informed. God bless.